Appalachian Reforestation. Relieving soil compaction to reclaim Appalachian forests. The Appalachian mountain region stretches from Alabama all the way into Canada. The range is one of the oldest in the world, formed by plate collisions 480 million years ago. The mountains are composed of lacustrine sediments, volcanic rocks, and bits of ancient ocean floor. The mountains are home to a 2,100-mile trail system and several national parks, including the Great Smoky Mountains. The soils of the Appalachian Mountains are composed of inceptisols, altisols, and alphasols. Inceptisols have no organic material and very little horizon development. Altisols are known as the red clay soils and have more nutrients than inceptisols, but primarily in the horizon. Alphasols are the fertile soils formed under the forest land. These have high nutrient content and are great for agriculture. The parent material is alluvial, heavily weathered shale, and sandstone. Mountaintop removal mining is a destructive method of surface mining, billed as a safer form of strip mining. It started in West Virginia in the 1970s and has since spread to parts of Kentucky, Virginia, and Tennessee. The mountaintop is literally blasted off with explosives to expose the coal seams underneath. The overburden and interburden, flotsam left over from the explosion, are dumped in nearby valleys. This causes several environmental impacts for watersheds, wildlife, and the communities living in Appalachia, but we are going to focus on one. Prior to 1977, once the coal was extracted, the area was reforested as part of the site reclamation, but the soil was very unstable and prone to landslides. The 1977 Surface Mining Control and Reclamation Act (SMCRA) was meant to prevent these slides. This law required that reclamation sites be stabilized against slides and soil erosion. Coal companies stabilized the sites by flattening the land with heavy equipment, severely compacting the soil. What happens to the soil in a strip-mined coal site after all the coal is gone? After the Surface Mining Control and Reclamation Act, this is what reclamation looked like on mine sites. There are hundreds of thousands of these across Appalachia. The heavy equipment used to flatten and stabilize the former mines created a hard pan in the soil. Roots of trees couldn't penetrate this pan, so the mining companies planted quick-growing invasive grasses from Asia to meet their revegetation requirements. From the photo, you can see large areas of grassland where trees once grew. Here are some more examples of this arrested ecological succession. Huge sections of forest land that once covered Appalachia have disappeared, replaced by expanses of land that resemble tundra, flat, barren, with scattered, short grasses. Bringing back the region's forests means restoring the soil. The Appalachian Regional Reforestation Initiative is a partnership between citizens, the coal industry, and the government dedicated to restoring forests on coal-mined lands in the eastern United States. ERI was created in 2004 and established these guidelines for reclamation in the compacted soils of Appalachia. We can see on this slide what that looks like in practice by Green Forest Works, a non-profit reforestation organization. The soil is ripped 4 feet deep by a machine to loosen the soil, and then graded to create a good rooting medium for trees. Native tree seedlings are planted at a high density to account for natural mortality and to allow the canopy to close quickly, to prevent invasive species from establishing. The planting sites are monitored by Green Forest Works employees for follow-up maintenance and to assess tree survival. The photo on the right shows a successful reforestation project from the University of Kentucky. 12 years after planting, the canopy is already closed. Aerial images from Green Forest Works show 2 sites, a site outlined in green that was ripped and reforested in 2004, and an area in red that was not treated. In 2016, the area that was treated has become a productive forest, while the untreated area is a non-native grassland.